Hello and welcome. Today we are going to show you how to download and install Arduino IDE. So first of all, I'm going to give you a brief introduction about Arduino IDE, that what this Arduino IDE. So Arduino IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. As you can see over here, that Arduino IDE, Integrated Development Environment, is a platform, or you can say a software on using which you can perform coding part for your hardware. So here your hardware can be an Arduino or other microcontroller. So microcontroller is simply a device which can control the other devices, as you already know. But in order to perform that type of task, you are going to require a platform or a software using which you can perform this coding part. So yes, here Arduino IDE is the particular platform or software onto which you can do your coding or programming. Then after, you can upload it into your hardware, and then the specific task or project for which you have building all this together will work magically. So first of all, we are going to see how to install this Arduino IDE. For that, you just need to first go to your favorite or preferable web search engine, then search for Arduino IDE. So you will be having something like arduino.cc, which is the particular dedicated site, or you can say official site for Arduino IDE. As we know, Arduino is a community which has its mm, mostly hardware and software. So first you will be requiring to have your soft hardware, and then you need to have your software. So once you open this website called arduino.cc, then you'll onto this page, or you will have this software option. So onto this software option, you have this Arduino IDE. So as I am currently doing this video, or at the time of making this video, the very latest version or the most recent version is Arduino IDE 2.3.4. So here is your latest version, and onto the download option file sector, you will find Windows, Linux and Mac OS. So here we are going to download and install it for Windows system. So I'm going to click on to Windows. Now once you click onto that Windows option, that particular option can be selected as per your device or your laptop or computer's version. So here I am using for Microsoft, and particularly 11 or higher or newer. Then you will have a page onto which you will be asked to contribute something or contribute a support to the community. If you want to give any type of money, then you can give, but there is also another option of just downloading it. So click on to just download, then you will have another page into which they will ask you for your email. See, this is not mandatory. You have this another option to just download it without giving your mail ID. So click on to this just download, and you will see that here your downloading is in progress. So here your download is running, and you can go to home page either, or you can stay onto this page while your extension or .exe file is in downloading process. So as we discussed earlier, that this Arduino IDE is a platform which is given by Arduino itself. It is an open source network, anyone can use it for free, right? So it is a programming or coding environment where you can perform all the coding related tasks for your project, and then you can upload it to your hardware, which can be your microcontroller, for example Arduino Uno or any other. So here we can see that our Arduino is downloaded. So here .exe file is downloaded. Now we need to click onto this option run. So as you have this page, you click on to run, and then they will start installing all the related files. Now first you will be asked for setup, then click on to license agreement, click on to next. If you want to make it only for you or you want to use it for any all the sources. So I am just clicking on to next and I am using the default path. If you want to change the default path, then you can use browse and you can select a specific folder or a specific path to install your Arduino IDE. Now I am clicking on to just next. So now it's installing your Arduino IDE into your laptop or computer. So while it is in progress, you need to stay onto this page and see the progress. Now this Arduino IDE, once it is done installing all the required data, drivers and libraries, then you'll be able to go to your coding part where you'll be able to give specific coding or programming as per your project or as per your hardware specifications, into which you need to have first Arduino IDE, and then you will be requiring to have your Arduino, which is your hardware or component. So once you have that and this Arduino IDE, combining both together, you can do all the fun projects or all the experiments which you want to perform. So in order to use this, you first need to have this Arduino hardware and then Arduino IDE installed into your laptop or computer. Once you have this installed version of Arduino IDE, then start coding for your project. While it is installing or it is being installed progress, we are going to discuss some of the Arduino IDE's related facts. So here Arduino IDE, as you can see, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. It is something which is for kind of free. It is open source software which can be used for free and you can try and experiment with different coding. First, you will make a particular circuit for which you want to do coding. Then you will perform that part of coding into this Arduino IDE. Then you will have that USB and using which you can upload that code. So here I'm pausing my that part of speech because now we need to first set up and complete the process in order to use Arduino IDE. So I'm moving forward with this, and into this page you'll need to click on to finish to set up perfectly your Arduino IDE. Once it is done, you'll see that you have you will have your Arduino IDE in running position. For example, you will have an Arduino IDE completely installed into your device and you are now ready to go with your coding part. So as it is giving you the introduction to your Arduino IDE, now you can start the coding part. So I'm just maximizing the screen in order to let you know that yes, it is now asking me to give a specific instructions and asking about allow access. Now after giving access or allow access, now it is install manually or you can click on to later. So here I am giving allow access and you can see that it is just because of security check. Now you can see that you have this Arduino IDE software. So this is the Arduino IDE software installed into your computer. You will see over here that if you click over here, you will have the related options, then edit, sketch, tools and help. Then after you'll if you want to check your coding whether it is correct or not, then you can see that over here you have this to check. Then after it is to upload. Then after select board, onto whichever port your Arduino IDE is connected, it will give you tick mark over here in order to give you that particular confirmation about the port which you are using. But right now I don't have Arduino hardware, so it is not giving me that check mark because I haven't connected it to my computer or laptop yet. Then after, once you select your board, you can verify your coding and upload that coding using USB A to B type cable, which is going to be connected between your Arduino hardware and laptop or computer's dedicated port. Once you connect it, you will have this into this particular section giving you the confirmation. After that, you just require to add coding, specific coding for your project, and then you can upload it into your Arduino and you will be able to see the result of your project. Here I'm going to show you how to install and download this Arduino IDE. So first of all, open your favorite or your preferable web search engine and write Arduino IDE, where you will find this website stating arduino.cc. So here is the official website to download and install Arduino IDE. So onto this page you will have, into this second option you will have this software. So here it is the Arduino IDE's downloading and installation related guide, into which first we will have to select a specific option. So here we have this download option into the side menu, into which you have three different options: Windows, Linux and Mac OS. Depending upon your system, you will be requiring to start this process. So here we have Windows device, so we are going to start our process with Windows only. Here, this is the guide to download and install this Arduino IDE into your laptop or computer. So first click onto the specific. So here I'm going to clicking onto this Windows because I have this system. So click onto Windows and you will have this page, into which you will be asked to give your support to this community. It is optional, so you don't need to compulsorily contribute something. You have this another option just to download. So here click on to just download and you will have another page, into which you will be asked to give your email ID. It is again optional. You can click onto this just download option. So you will be requiring to give your email. Click on to just download and you will have a page, into which you'll see that your downloading is in progress, as you can see over here. So one download is in progress. So until this downloading is in process, I would like to now tell you what this Arduino IDE and why we are going to download and install it. So first of all, Arduino IDE, into this Arduino IDE particularly stands for Integrated Development Environment. So it is a platform or environment provided by this Arduino community itself. It is also an open source platform where you can freely code or program your particular project. So IDE is an environment, or it is a platform where you can perform coding or programming part for your project easily. So here, as you can see, there is a message that your .exe file is downloaded. Now you need to open it and start the process of installing into your device. So here it will ask you few questions. Click on to run first, then it will start running the progress. The second page is asking you for license agreement. So just simply click onto this I agree. You don't compulsorily require to read all this license agreement related terms. If you want to read it all, then you can simply read it and then click on to I agree, but I'm clicking on to it I agree directly. After that, it will ask you how you want to choose the, whether you wish to software available for all user or just for yourself. So I'm just leaving it as this, and I am choosing the default path. But if you want to make any type of changes, then you can click onto this browse and you can change the installation path into your device. I am making it as default and clicking it onto the finish button. So as it is in progress, now we are moving back to Arduino information. So Arduino IDE is a place where you can perform your coding or programming part. So here Arduino is a community or is a thing into which two different things combines. Arduino is a microcontroller, and microcontroller meaning a device which can control peripheral devices or the devices connected onto it. So how it can control? It can control it using the coding or programming uploaded into it. So in order to control the devices or peripheral devices, you need to give instructions. So whenever you want to give instructions to something or to some machines, you need to give them coding. So here is the coding or programming platform using which you can give all those instructions that how that particular machine or how that particular device need to behave or need to perform. So Arduino IDE is the coding or programming platform where you will give instructions step by step, and then your project then will behave as per your command. Into this, you will have two different parts. The first is the hardware, which is your Arduino. It can be any other microcontroller or it can be any version of Arduino or type of Arduino. Arduino Uno, Nano, LilyPad, Mega, etc. depending upon the choice of yours. So first is the hardware part and then is the software part. Into the software, you will perform your coding or programming part, which is in Arduino IDE. So while this Arduino IDE is setting up, there is another thing I would like to mention over here. When you purchase your Arduino hardware, you will have a USB cable which is A to B type, using which you can upload your coding or the coding done into this Arduino IDE to your hardware, which can be Arduino Uno, Mega or anything else. So once you connect your Arduino's hardware with your desktop or your laptop, your USB A to B type will perform like a mediator, which will give the coding to your board. And then after the devices connected to it will perform accordingly. Whatever specifications you have given into your coding into the IDE specifically, the devices or the peripheral devices will behave. So this is how Arduino IDE works. So here there is a message which is telling us that click on to finish to close this setup. So setup is almost done. Now I'm going to click on to finish, and then you will see that your Arduino IDE has successfully set up into your desktop or laptop, and then after you'll be able to start your coding part. So if you have already Arduino IDE in your device, so it will just show 3-4 default messages that you already have this Arduino part and you cannot overwrite, but just don't worry about it. You'll be able to completely start your coding journey into this newer version. You just need to give some instructions or some agreements to yes, and then you will be able to start your coding part. In here you can see this is your coding this is your coding platform, which is your Arduino IDE. Here you will have different options as files from where you can choose or you can open or you can see different examples. Then you can edit something, then you have all these different options. Then you have sketch related option. If you want to include a specific library, then you can go from here or add a zip library. Then you have tools, you have help. Then once you have done with this and you have Arduino hardware, then you can connect it with your USB, and the USB can be connected with your system, laptop or computer. Then you will be able to see that this is showing me that I don't have any board selected. Why? Because I haven't connected a specific Arduino using USB to my device. That is why here no tick mark over here. Once you click or once you connect it with your system, then you will be able to select and see that particular port or that particular device into your select board option. Then after, you'll verify your code and upload it into Arduino. So this is how you can start your journey with Arduino IDE like this. Thank you so much. I hope you understood it well, and we will see you into the next one.